Hey, what's up? This is Delio T2K coming to you with another vlog. In this vlog, I'm talking about being your own cheerleader. I was just on the phone with my cousin, and we were talking about just ways to get yourself together and get yourself going to make things happen with your music, whatever you do. And I know a lot of producers, musicians, everybody watches. I'll put it this way: a diverse amount of people, or diverse kind of people, watch my videos. So, you know, today is going to be about being your own cheerleader. Sometimes, obviously, you feel like you're the only one that cares about what you're doing. You make posts on Facebook, you tweet, you Instagram, and you do everything you can. And, you know, sometimes you don't really get much of a response, and it's like, wow, you really want people to hear what you got, or you're shipping music out, you're trying to get your music on mixtapes or placed, and things aren't moving as fast as you like. And, you know, sometimes I think it's good to remember that not everybody hates your music. And just keep this in mind from my own personal experience. Facebook is like a really horrible place to promote music without any budget. I remember a time when MySpace was the place to promote your music, and you knew people were hearing it, and you knew that you were generating some sort of sales off of that. Whereas the websites now have made it so that if you pay, you get more exposure, because obviously if you post that, hey, you got something out, people can scroll right past it, and people will miss it, you know. So try to take the lack of attention with a grain of salt, and know that it comes in waves. Not everybody's going to be on, especially on the independent level, not everybody's going to be like, oh, what you doing with your music? It's not going to be like that all the time, and so you got to be your own cheerleader. And it's not that the people who have expressed interest and cared about you in the past don't. It's just life happens, and sometimes it's easy to get a disconnect with what is happening out there in the real world from your side of town versus their side, you know. So in the meantime, when you deal with these lapses of dialogue or information or even encouragement, you have to be your own cheerleader. You have to kind of big up yourself to yourself. Now, I don't mean bragging to the world, because a lot of people are turned off by that. But there's nothing wrong with bragging to yourself. There's nothing wrong with being impressed with what you do. I know sometimes, even from my own personal experience, it's very easy to get very critical of what you make, what it sounds like. You're critical of where you make your music at, and all of that, you know. But sometimes it's good to big yourself up and say, hey, you know what, this is actually pretty good. I like this. Man, somebody's crazy for not liking this. You gotta feel that way sometimes. You gotta cheerlead yourself. You gotta look at yourself in the mirror and say, hey, I make great music, and I love what I listen to. You really have to do that sometimes, because everybody around you fluctuates. And I don't believe personally that people mean ill, but I do know that sometimes it fluctuates. The intention fluctuates. And so at the end of the day, be the best cheerleader that you can be. How do you do that? Well, you got to believe in what you do. Lie to yourself if you don't feel like you really believe it. You know, tell yourself you believe it till you do. Continue working. That's a great way to cheerlead yourself. Third, listen to work or check out stuff that you've done in the past. Maybe go back to some old Facebook posts that got a lot of attention, and kind of relive the moment to kind of cheer yourself on. Listen to new music, or, you know, find new materials outside of your realm that can create new inspiration for yourself. That's kind of a way to kind of cheerlead yourself and give yourself a challenge. Hey, that's different. Let me see if I can make something like that. And, you know, just continue to make that choice to press on, you know, and trust me, sometimes you get those little peaks, and they're like, wow, this is cool. Okay, people are listening, people are feeling it, people are on Bandcamp buying the music, which is huge because it takes a lot of work to make it. So with that being said, please check out my Bandcamp link down below. I just finished a new album, Grown. Came out in 2015. I'm actually about to head out the door and get the CDs made now. Can you believe it? It's been almost 2 years since the last album, The Gift Submitted by Him 2, came out. And this album's going to be good. It's the Grown album. And for those who are interested, the link's right there in the below, so you can listen to it, and also have snippets on YouTube. So with that being said, I hope you're encouraged. We're going to do more vlogs. We're going to keep it going. And thank you guys so much for watching my videos. I really appreciate that. And if you have ideas or things that you'd like to hear me talk about, not only just life making music, but about technology, I'm down for it. I am open to ideas on things to talk about. All right, I'm done talking. We're about at the 5-minute mark. I'm out. Peace.